Making sure that America has diversity in the medical profession has been a long-time goal for many people, but it can sometimes seem hard to achieve. According to the Association of American Medical Colleges, only 5.7% of U.S. physicians are black, and only 6.9% are Hispanic or Latino. But there are programs trying to improve these numbers.
In our series, Doctors of Tomorrow, ABC medical correspondent Dr. Darian Sutton spends time with teens who are learning to become the first line of defense in medical emergencies.
These teens are training to become emergency medical technicians.
Not bad, very good.
Through a free program called Mentoring in Medicine. It's a partnership with the Albert Einstein College of Medicine in the Bronx, New York, designed to encourage low-income and at-risk high school kids to pursue medical careers.
On this side, most important part in the ambulance usually is O2 administration.
And a large number of those in the program are young people of color.
We saw a lot of health differences in certain communities. And so one way to actually help that is to groom the next generation of health professionals.
Mentoring in Medicine got started kind of like a nerd fest. To go back to my own past and find kids just like myself who are interested in science. Brilliance is everywhere, but opportunity isn't.
Mentoring in Medicine provides opportunities by also hosting medically themed classes in 20 schools in the New York City area. One of them is Mount St. Michael's Academy, where several of the EMT candidates are students.
Here we're talking about the anatomy and the function of the heart.
I stopped by for a visit.
What is it about the medical career that draws you to it?
Saving people, helping people, making sure everyone's safe. If my family needs me, I'm there. It's basically something to help.
What about you?
I just think it's very interesting how complex the human body is. It brings me joy to know how, what my body does to make sure I can get out of bed in the morning and do my tasks every day.
What are some of the things that stand out to you in terms of things that you've learned?
Just learning about the vitals, for example. Like earlier today, we were looking into pig hearts since they're very similar to a human heart. Mainly just the hands-on activities that we do.
The heart sits like this in everybody's chest, right?
The CPR, helping a child, the pulse, everything, it's fascinating to me, honestly.
And I'm going to push at a rate of 100 to 120 compressions a minute.
I think that this program has been really a great complement to the regular things that we do with curriculum at the school. If this could be duplicated around the country, it would be fantastic.
Excellent.
In New York City, EMT candidates can apply to be certified when they are 17 and start working when they're 18. I just might see some of these young adults bringing patients into my emergency room in just a few years.
And what kind of things did you learn about being an EMT that you might not have known before?
Before, I thought it was just wear a fancy outfit, you see someone bleeding on the floor, put them in the ambulance and go to the hospital. But now I've learned that there's many procedures to it, you have to learn different equipment to use. It's more than just what you see on TV.
One of the things I saw was that Mentoring in Medicine makes sure their instructors are as diverse as the students. In fact, having more medical professionals of color benefits patients of color too. According to a recent study, having more black physicians, especially primary care physicians, is associated with improved survival-related outcomes for black individuals.
I always want to help somebody. People in my family are starting to get older, issues starting to happen, so I want to know what they're going through and see how they're feeling.
If this school and this experience didn't exist, those dreams and aspirations that you both just shared, do you think that they would exist?
Nope.
No, not at all.
When we talk about the future and the shortage of physicians, why are programs like this so important?
Let me say I am the product of 6 pathway programs.
Wow.
I would not be where I am. I did not have any physicians in my family, and it was through these pathway programs that I really developed, my experiential learning, but also my networking. We pick up a lot of students who, I didn't know I could suture, or I didn't know I like this. And so really being able to turn them around to see the possibilities, meeting physicians that look like them has been very powerful.
Oh, a phenomenal story. And Dr. Sutton is with us now. And in your piece, you talk about a study that talks about how black patients can have better outcomes by seeing black physicians. What's been your experience? I know every time I see a black doctor, I'm like, wait a minute, it's a black doctor in here.
That is the experience I share. When I walk into a patient room of a patient who happens to be black, often the first conversation or the first icebreaker is how atypical it is for them to have a physician that looks like them. And I think that there's something to be said about that. You know, it's one of the reasons why I'm pushing to highlight programs such as this. We understand that when there's that sense of community, patients, in my experience, and also we see in data, are more likely to share more. They're more likely to talk about their experience. And I truly believe that that inevitably leads to more informed decision making, more understanding, and possibly even better health outcomes. So I think programs such as this that are helping and dedicated to making sure that physicians and physician groups are as diverse as the communities that they treat is forever important.
I think it's also a sense of pride too. I mean, it's hard for anyone, whether you're white, black, to become a doctor.
Yeah.
But when you see someone who looks like us, you're like, okay, you know, they went through something to get there.
And they understand the statistics. You know, less than 5% of physicians, or approximately 5% of physicians, are black physicians. Less than 2.5% are black male physicians. So I think that they understand that reality, and we need to continue to push to make that the past.
The norm.
And we are so lucky to have two of the best.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.